Illusion's all about the difference between what we see and what we actually perceive. Because what our eyes see is not necessarily how our brain puts information together.
Illusion spans a number of different kind of genres. We've psychological illusions, audio illusions, optical, visual illusions as well. So that was in our heads when we were trying to choose the different pieces.
An illusion is a really lovely theme because it's on the edges of what we know, and as artists we're on the edge of what we know, and I think the best scientists are at the edges of what they know too, so it's a really lovely place to meet.
It's fantastic. It would make you fall in love with science again, you know. Particularly the strobe light thing, I thought was really amazing. The way you'd never know that there was kind of any sort of trick of the mind going on there. It looks very real.
It uses technology called the zeotrope, which was invented 150 years ago. And Greg himself says he didn't create any new technology, it was already around. He just uses it in a new way.
Most of what I saw here today has to do with light. So it was very interesting to know that how light can create illusion, how mixed with your sense. So it's very nice.
What I was interested in with the animals representation is that this idea of like what is it that makes up our identity, how we construct it from different cues.
The brain, it doesn't tell you what's in front of you, it tells you kind of what your senses are picking up, and that's so cool. So it's a great idea for an exhibition.
I think that there is something that happens a little bit in the brain when you look at the piece, because there is space between the light points. The brain naturally co-creates the form. It fills up the gap.
You put together a picture in your brain, but you can be tricked very simply. Even just the guys going around doing the card tricks. It's so easy.
I think it's great for all the works of art to question your perception and to make you question not just what you see in the science gallery here today, but everything in your life around you. Everything in the media, everything in the news, everything in a magazine.
This is Super Major, and the title Super Major comes from a cartel that controlled the world's supply of oil. This piece takes advantage of a kind of observational weak spot that we have, where we see patterns that maybe aren't actually there. It's kind of an anti-spill.
I've seen those illusions before, but that was probably the best one I've seen.
Illusion's great for all ages. It's a show curated by Richard Wiseman, and I think there's something in it for everyone.
It was very enlightening and much more entertaining than I thought it would be.
It's really mind-boggling.
You can't really explain it. You really have to go and see it and experience it, and it's just a fantastic idea.